1, 2, 3, Lego history right before the film Frozen Iron Chef food truck network. Get it on! Before the film Frozen. Here beneath the bow, flask of donkey melon, book of verse, me and my mama's sister go wow. Karaoke for second, karaoke in wilderness. Wilderness is paradise now. Video messages while expecting needy wanting no reply. Since before preschool. Say no communication like 100% free communication. Before vuvuzelas. We found kabob so hard. We shine bright like a diamond. Like a diamond. Woo! Touched by a football for the very first time. Come on! Get it! Oh, it's coming! Oh, we have a timber and a lumberjack. Fire, 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 fire. And that's eternal fire of Angura Mazda. Burning flame, fire, fire, is burning in the caves of Angura Mazda. Ra, ra, oh la la. Welcome to Bad Romance. So figure drawing is amazing. You do a little bit of golf. Of the ping pong. Ping pong golf. It's pulf. It's pulf. It's a polfo. It's a polfo. That makes no sense. It's figure drawing for sake of figure drawing suggestions for origami, O-R-I-G-A-M-I. For painting, engineering, architecture, sculpting method, P-E-A-S, P-M-T. Peace method speaks for itself. For my mama's mitochondria progeny and their sisterhood of traveling panties. So they can focus on how some kind of a bicycle-ish object, maybe a tricycle, could have a closed container so you could fall forward like an emperor penguin, falling forward, and then using the elastic energy of falling forward. Keep falling forward and sled forward. And stop dropping and sledding. Kind of like how some trains, they have a little teeter-totter that you push up and down, and it keeps going forward. But this kind of train would have tracks on the train itself. So you wouldn't need train tracks. Or you could glide everywhere like a flying squirrel. In summary, the F-U-T-B-O-L, football, is a broken game. It makes no sense. I don't even know why people play. It's foosball the furious, so much better. It's missing something for the head. You get so many head injuries. The ball hits the head, the skull doesn't have air bubbles like a mountain goat. And they get mini stroke head injuries, no concussions of the yolk sac in the eggshell over time from spinning kebab too much. And it's not really that much different than having a boxer hit you in the head with a ball. The ball is like a cannonball. It's actually going pretty fast. There would need to be some kind of a golf-ish dimple in the head, or to cushion the energy, kind of like this shape scales on fish, like a barracuda. It's really, really fast. Barracuda is like a razor clam, just like woof, woof. It's really good for rising to the top of the beach sand. When you put some salt on top, it just comes up. It's doesn't need a lot of ultrasound energy. That's kind of cool. R-A-Z-E-R. At least the shape doesn't. It's aerodynamic. It's like a log floating down water. Very deep mind. I invented piano keytie words. But something like a speedo for the head. Because it's not any different than tadpoles swimming in water. It's missing that kind of a scale before you metamorphosis and you stop doing football. Because a tadpole doesn't have arms. It's just going around like a submarine, log, origami, sailboat, drifting everywhere like a rowboat. Like a teenage mutant ninja turtle. But with a shell, it's got on the head, you know, to protect all the goods. The eggs, all the good stuff inside the eggshell. So if you do like a Komodo dragonfly wrestling as a tadpole in football, you have some kind of a head speedo. It's all about the spelling. You need to have a lot of spelling so you can chant I invented piano keytie. So it goes kind of like that. Many future child of mine completes me, really. It's all about the shadow puppetry. What the shadows look like. Everybody focus on the words we orate while we defeat you with shadow puppetry. Ah, there's layers everywhere. Probably meaning something in Balls of Fury, Ping Pong, Into the Kung-Pao, Beat the Broccoli, Shaolin Football. You have to really slow it down. Because there's a lot of bird beaks that they could extrapolate for spirit animals. For the head speedo. That would make Fantasy League Husbandry a little more interesting. Because everybody has Fantasy League Husbandry baseball cards for all sports. But if you have some kind of an animal beak or cheek, or like a fish scale type, something that's very small, that you see echoing in all kinds of life forms. Like a scorpion tail. Like a scorpion tail that you see in the cheek a lot of the shadow puppetry. You kind of see that simple designs that you could put on the jerseys of the head speedo. Because a lot of people have an advantage when they're doing a lightning rod, just standing there waiting for the ball, and corner kick it. All they do is just stand there, and then lightning strikes their head, and they have a eureka moment of lightning striking their head, having rain, making it rain with their head. You know. Also, they jump. And the goal. Look at how long this is, and how short this part is. We have like 2 ping pong balls there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 there, around there. So, if you're tall, you still have a little bit of an advantage that way. But if you have a head speedo helmet, that's skin tight. So it's not really a helmet that you can use to hit someone with. Like the bottom of the cleats that the football likes to do. But it's something that's elastic. And it's like a seashell. But bouncy. So basically, like aquatic life scales. That's bouncy. And rubbery. Basically like a bouncy ball. But something with layers that cushions the blow of a ball hitting it. And then the game would be more fat,